Hi friends, and welcome. It's pretty cold, it's kind of gloomy. To tell the truth, it's the heart of winter. All the seasons, the hunting seasons anyway around most of the country are now closed. And it's pretty much cabin fever cold here on our bend in the river. So I decided today I'd do what I could to warm myself and you up a little bit. We're going to look ahead to the springtime. It's really just a couple of months away, and with the spring will hopefully come some warmer weather, and with that warmer weather comes one of my favorite hunting seasons of the whole year, spring turkey. Now, if you've never gone out chasing thunder chickens, you're really cheating yourself. It is a great time to get back into the woods. Everything's greening up and coming alive, and I'll tell you, it's so much fun to talk to those birds and have them talk back. It's not just me either. My good friend Bill Funk is who this program's about. Well, actually, that's not true. It's about Bill Funk's family. You see, he and his son Hunter and his daughter Nicole are all holding paper for the spring season, and they're going to try to hit the trifecta. All three of them tag out in one season. Yeah, it's not too likely, but it can be done, and I tell you what, it's a great way to spend some quality time with your children. Hey, I'm your host, Kyle Randall. This is my Wilderness Journal, and we're going out chasing thunder chickens right now. Hunter, the youngest, would go first in this adventure, and as we sat there in the gathering light, listening to the hens tree talk a little, I couldn't help but thinking how great it must be to be out here doing this for the first time, to be on your first ever turkey hunt. And then the toms started talking, the hens started talking back. We did a little calling. And just as it got light enough, turkeys. Right up the food plot, straight to the decoys, right in Hunter's grill. 3 young toms were pouring right into the decoys. Now it was on Hunter.
You got him, buddy. Go get him. You got him. Go get him. Step on his head. Hurry up. Go get him. Good job, buddy. You got your turkey on the second day, huh?
Yeah. We went out with Mr. Randall the first day, and we were here. We went to a few places, and we heard a few here, but didn't get them to come in, and today we got them to come.
Yeah. We got out here bright and early this morning and got set up, and we heard them gobble at us, and then 15, 20 minutes later, they came down the lane, huh?
Yep.
So, you're happy with your first turkey?
Yep.
Yeah. Now you can sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. I'm Hunter Funk, and I'm on assignment for the Wilderness Journal.
Thanks, buddy. But I don't think he was just on assignment for us.
Hi, Grandpa. Yeah. Yeah. 3 jakes came in, and I shot one.
Hunter had indeed got one, and he'd handled it like an old pro, and I'm absolutely sure his grandpa would be duly proud. Congratulations, Hunter Funk, on your first ever wild turkey. Buddy, you made a great shot on a good bird, and I know from experience how tough it is to have to wait like you did for him to uncover to have enough room to get your shot. Every minute you're sitting there thinking, they're going to run off, and I'm going to get nothing. So again, congrats to you. You did a great job. And then there were 2. With Hunter tagging out, that meant it was now daughter Nicole's turn. So after a few problems getting up in the morning to get out there, we finally found our way back to the woods, and this time Nicole would have to get the job done. The first thing we saw early that morning was a deer passing down through the food plot. And yeah, we kind of had to wake Nikki up to show that to her. And then, finally, the turkey started talking back. And that meant, yeah, we needed to wake Nikki up again. Hello. Girl, stand up. Hello. Didn't you leave a wake-up call for 6:30? Fortunately, Nikki did finally get up and start paying a little more attention. It was finally getting lighter. We could hear the hens talking in the trees, and then we heard them flying down. We could hear them cackling. I looked over at Nikki, and she was sound asleep again. Yeah, she needed to get up, though. I had Tom's talking back.
Nicole, here they come, here they come. He's coming right in. See him? Get your gun up. Get ready. Get your gun. All right, Gracie. Stand up. Stand up. Yep.
Nicole was up now, and on top of that, she had to get up and actually turn and shoot out the back of the blind. The birds were coming in behind them.
Stand up, hurry up. Right up there. See the one on the left? Yeah. Get on him and shoot.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Now?
Yeah. You got him. Oh, what do you think, Grease?
I don't know.
Well, what were you doing when the turkeys came? What were you doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. So good thing one of us was looking out for him. Huh?
Yeah.
You made a really good shot, though. Real good. We had to turn in the blind and everything to get on him, huh? Well, that was really good. You having fun? Nothing like waiting until the last day of the first season, huh? Took us a while. You had trouble getting out of bed? Huh?
Yeah.
Half asleep or not, Nikki, you did a great job.
I'm Nicole Funk on assignment for the Wilderness Journal.
Congratulations, Nicole. Another great shot and a dandy bird, even if you did have to be, jarred a little bit to wake up and take a shot at it. I can't believe how you got up and turned around in that blind, got away with that. That's the second time, folks, that I'm aware of she's had to do that. I really believe the girl's going to grow up and be a dancer or something. I don't know how you get away with that much moving and still get a Tom, but Nikki, you did it, and I'm truly proud of you. And with Nicole's bird being tagged, friends, well, that left just one. Now it was Dad Bill Funk's turn to go out, his butt in the seat, his finger on the trigger. The birds were starting to get a little bit call shy. We've been pestering them pretty hard, so we were going to have to get more than just a little lucky if we were going to hang that third tag before the end of the season, because I think the end of the season was 2 days away. For the third time in 5 days, Bill and I were set up down in the woods, calling to some birds up on the roost. We were back in this spot because a couple of short mornings ago, we were set up right here working a dandy Tom out across the cut cornfield that borders this wood. The birds had been roosted back on this hill, but when they came out, it was way down the field. First we saw the hen working her way down along the edge. I started calling, talking to them. And I actually had the Tom pop out. He started strutting and spinning. And then he actually started coming to us. He was leaving her, coming across the field. That is, right up until a deer came running right through the field, right in between us and the birds. And that's all it took. The hen turned, came back to the Tom, and the two of them just left. After resting that spot for a day, Bill said he wanted to go back and take another run at that bird. He was obviously a dandy, a real roper. So we went in, set up in the same spot, started calling again. We had him. He was right there. All he needed to do was come around the corner and down the hill. And then another Tom somewhere back in the woods gobbled. Our Tom kind of pulled up short, stood there listening for a bit, then he gobbled again. He could obviously hear that other Tom. We could hear it. But I figured, he's the dominant bird. He'll just keep coming. And then all the color drained out of his wattles. He turned kind of white and gray. That must have been a bigger Tom, a more dominant Tom, or something. Maybe he just figured there were some other Toms messing with his girl. Whatever it was, he stood there for a bit, listening, and then turned around and went back the way he came. That's how we'd come to be, set up in more or less the same spot for the third time in 5 days. We had crawled in here in the total darkness this time. And as the light gathered on that third morning, we could hear Toms gobbling in every direction. I started calling after the birds flew down. And immediately a Tom answered. We started looking, and there was a Tom coming through the trees. It was so dark, all you could really see were their heads most of the time. And what we thought was one Tom turned out to actually be 2 or 3. Sometimes all you could see would be a fan, and then a head would pop out from behind a tree. But always there were birds gobbling. With birds gobbling everywhere and running all over the place, it was near impossible to get on one particular bird. It was still pretty dark, and it was really kind of tough to tell what was a jake and what was a mature bird. They'd run in behind the decoys and stand and look, sort of like a jake, but you never know. We never could get a big boy to come out and actually challenge our setup. Bill was sitting right smack dab in the middle of a wild turkey rodeo. He just couldn't seem to pick the winner. I whispered the two on the left are jakes. But there was no way to tell about the rest. There had to have been 5 or 6 different Toms back behind the decoys. I kept softly calling. Sooner or later, one of them had to step out. This whole thing went on for what seemed like hours. I'm sure it was only 10 or 15 minutes. But either way, it was some of the most intense turkey hunting, the most gobbling, in-your-face action I've ever seen. And then all of the birds behind the decoy started moving off to our left. They were still gobbling, but they were moving. They were leaving. And then I saw why.
Here comes the big boy.
A monster tom was coming on a beeline right for our decoys.
There you go. Nice job, buddy.
We nailed that one.
That is a big. I hope it was light enough for everybody to see.
Yeah, I hope so.
That thing come right now. Holy smokes, he come off the roost running. Them Jakes come first, I thought.
Yeah.
Well,
Worst part was we're only maybe 100, 200 yards from the roost.
well, we got a little close. That's what happens when you go and, you
Yeah.
go commando on these things. You're just guessing, and we almost over-guessed, but hey,
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah, we're.
You want to go get your turkey?
I should.
I would. I don't think he's going nowhere, but
No,
yeah,
I
go
think
get him
so.
tagged up.
I think we'll go get him.
We'll go get him. What do you think? I'm going to do it?
If I can get up now.
Yeah, well, that's part of the cold morning. 24 degrees this morning. There's a good. I guess. Nice to see we can still do this, huh?
Yeah.
Took a week. Well, there, Mr. Bill. What do you think?
Yeah, nice. Good
Nice.
morning. Nice and cool.
You think? Feels like deer hunting.
Yeah.
It's 24 in my truck when I rolled into Ravenna this morning.
It was cold. I mean, real cold.
And I was wondering how come I have to get up at 3:30 just to come down and wake you up. What's up with that? You sleeping in?
I don't know. I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad you woke me up. Though. Worked out well.
Yeah, it was worth the trouble.
We better not waste the time we got.
No.
The birds are way ahead of schedule.
They are. It's been a tough year, everybody.
Yeah.
There's some good birds getting harvested, but it has been harder. It's like, I tell all you first season guys, now you see what it's like for me. I always
Yeah.
hunt the third season, and
Yeah.
this is what it's like. But
Yeah.
show me that beard. That's a big old turkey, dude.
Nice one.
That is a dandy. What do you give that?
Oh, 9 or 10 inches probably.
Easy that. Easy
Yeah.
10, maybe a little more.
Yeah.
That is
Nice
it. That's
bird.
got to be that big one we saw with that hen out here
Yeah.
the other day. We just couldn't
Yep.
coax him.
Right.
And, every once in a while you can get one. And
Yeah.
this time we,
Yeah.
well, those Jakes come in. I thought for a minute you were going to smoke one of them. I thought, wait. We
No,
heard a
no.
big one.
No, we saw the big one.
Well, it was so darn dark. I mean,
Yeah.
folks, I'm sorry. It's a little bit grainy. It was not long after legal shooting light. You know, the
No,
camera needs
no.
about 25 minutes, especially for
Yeah.
what we do. But,
Yeah, they came right down and right to us. I mean, on a string. So.
well, and I was a little worried. The first time he come to the decoys, I think you sort of wanted to pop him. He was fussing there. I'm going, oh, wait a minute. I want to
I'm
look
ready.
at him.
Let's go.
And Bill's like, look at him. I'll show you what he looks like in a roaster pan. There we go.
Remember last year I missed that one. So.
Well, I'm over that.
Yeah. Not me.
I was over it right after it happened. Well, nice redemption, buddy, and a
Thanks.
beautiful bird.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Very nice. Thank you.
Get a tag on that bad boy.
Yeah.
I think you're buying breakfast.
Let's go. It's plenty already.
We may have to wake up the cook.
Ah,
Congrats, man.
thanks.
That, my friends, is how you hit the Turkey Tri-Fecta. 3 hunters, all in one family, all in one season, all tagged out. It's not going to happen every day, at least not for us. Congratulations, Bill Funk. You shot a great bird. And with more than a little effort, I tell you, there was a whole lot of lost sleep, a lot of days of driving in the middle of the night to get that done, but it was worth every minute of it. Friends, that's the kind of thing you want to do with your family. That's the kind of quality time you can spend with your children, and if you do, well, believe me, you won't ever forget a season like this. That, friends, is indeed quality time with young people, journal style. Congratulations again, Hunter and Nicole and Bill. You did such a great job, had such a good time, and I truly appreciate you letting me go along and share so much of it. Now, I do need to thank again Bill Funk, our pro staffer, for covering me on the days I couldn't be there, for doing the great camera work, and whether I got to share it in person or like you do after the fact, I was thrilled to see how much fun that family was having chasing those big old toms. Hey, I hope we see some of you out there with your young people. I hope you're chasing thunder chickens, doing a little clucking and waiting for a big old strutter to come your way. And if you do, well, first of all, you're going to enjoy it. And if you take your young people, your children, your grandchildren, the neighbor kid, even an older adult that's never tried it, you're going to find out what we already know. The more you share the outdoors, the better it is. And hey, if we see you out there sharing it, well, you know we're going to stop and share that cup and a fire, maybe swap a few turkey stories. And friends, if we don't see you out there, well, you can bet we'll be waiting right back here to share another adventure from my wilderness journey. Thanks again, Hunter and Nicole and Bill, for letting me and everybody go along. That was incredible.